The witnesses and relatives of people at the nightclub right behind me here, the Pulse nightclub in Orlando. This all happened overnight. A former Dallas police officer and author John Matthews rejoins us now to learn more. First off, John, how important is eyewitness testimony for investigators right now?
I think it's extremely important to find out as much information as you possibly can, and these witness statements are extremely important to tell us about what the shooter did when he first got there, what the reactions were, and kind of setting the scene for us. So the information that we're getting right now is crucial. It's going to help us in the larger investigation as we move forward.
It's so chaotic for these people, 300 plus people that were in that nightclub. How reliable is eyewitness testimony in a situation like this, like a mass shooting?
Well, it's not just valuable right now for the crime scene, but it's valuable for historical. They're telling us what they did to survive, and that's exactly what we need so that we can pass it on to other people, whether they're in a movie theater or in a nightclub. What did they do? What actions did they take? And we heard from the bartenders that said, we found a closet, we hid in there with 10 people. We heard from other witnesses that said, we found personnel doors and went down alleys. Other individuals that laid on the floor among their friends and everything. These survival tactics and learning them are extremely important, because then we in law enforcement can pass that on to other citizens and to you and to me, and to tell our families, if we're out in public, if we're in an event and a tragedy like this takes place, here are the 2, 3, 4 things that we can do to help us survive this event.
Because people are watching this unfold and grieving for the loss of these victims, grieving for their families, but also wondering to themselves, what can I do to protect myself if I'm in a so-called soft target and a gunman walks in? What advice do you have for people to keep safe in situations like that?
The best thing that you can do is exit as quickly and safely as possible, and you have to be aware of your situation and where the exits are. And we heard many witnesses say that. I glanced over, I saw an exit, and it may not be the main exit. It may be a supply door, it may be a kitchen door, but they got away from the gunman as quickly as possible. The second thing is to find cover, something that's going to stop bullets. We heard other witnesses say, I dove behind a bar, I dove behind tables that the bullets deflected off of. If you can't find cover, find concealment. Get behind a curtain, a cloth. Get behind anything that you can find in the nightclub, a DJ stand, anything that will keep you out of that shooter's sight and away from those bullets. And you want to present a small target, so you want to get as small as possible, but the best tactic in these situations is to get out as quickly as possible and to keep running from the scene. Don't go back. Your instinct is to help others, to save other people, but that just puts you in jeopardy. These shootings go on for 3, 5, 7 minutes, and as we saw last night, the body count can be horrific.
As we heard one witness say, it seemed like it went on for the length of a song. John Matthews, thank you for coming on and sharing your perspective. Let me toss it back now to my colleague Wolf Blitzer in Washington. Wolf?
All right, Pat.